What's up, podsters? Welcome back to Pod Ties. This is episode. What episode is this, Xavier?
50.
Oh,
50, let's go!
Man, we're veterans in the game. You know, feels like yesterday we recorded episode 1. How you guys feel reaching 50 episodes?
Crazy,
Feels
man.
great. I thought I wouldn't be here.
For real.
Yeah, we just gotta count our blessings every day, right?
Yeah, man.
Stay humble.
Kind of just put it out there and we just kept on going, man.
Mm-hmm. Hey, we have some special guests today. They're gonna make this podcast 50 times better.
Oh, I didn't even see them there.
Jeff, can you introduce our guests?
Yes, sir. So today, our special guests are the great CrayTea Talk.
Let's go.
Welcome to Pod Ties, guys. Welcome to Pod Ties.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Well, just in case CrayTea Talk, y'all don't know who we are, I'm gonna introduce us. My name is Dylan, 1/4 of Pod Ties, and these are my brother / co-hosts, Jeff, Black Mamba, in the building.
At 248.
Albert, the original.
I'm back, baby. Better than ever. Yeah, Jeff, I heard you talking trash last episode. I was watching today, talking about we were gonna do numbers. Yeah.
But we did. I think we reached like 120K. So
Okay.
we exceeded his projections.
Okay.
Yeah. But we are happy to have you back. Were you in the trenches relaxed?
Now relax. I was in the trenches. It was cold.
Was in the field relaxed.
Listen to the rats.
Oh yeah. That is true. It is cold out there, huh?
Yep.
And last but not least, the one, the only, Kyron.
Yes, sir.
Me and Jeff, we're still on our victory lap since we won that Travis Scott Future battle.
See,
Yeah. Maria, did you see that battle? Did you get to listen to it?
I helped Jeffrey come up with some of the songs to choose for Travis Scott.
Oh, did you?
That's
So
why
you're the
y'all
reason why we
lost.
won.
That's the reason why y'all lost. Wow, that's crazy.
Y'all capping. Where's the Jeff's hat?
But honestly, I told him that if it's like up to like hits, like who has the most hits, then it's Future.
Let's go! Let's go!
how dare
Okay.
you come on to our podcast and speak that nonsense.
I can't mute it,
Preachers
right?
talking.
Let's go.
So you think that Future won that battle?
Yeah.
No, because
Uh-huh.
Their song selection was poor, right? Like they didn't do a good job. You can admit it.
I do like listening to Travis Scott more.
More. Ooh.
But just
I do
because
too.
Future sounds the same.
Albert, what'd you say?
I like listening to Travis Scott more too, but Future obviously got more
He
hits.
don't have no more more bangers than
Exactly. We
Future.
can't deny the truth now.
Hey, I think Xavier, you want to chime in?
I mean, I don't really listen to either of them like that, but Future does have more hits. I know
Let's
that.
go!
Another
Another one.
biased. Come on.
Maribel,
man.
come.
Biased.
Maribel, talk some sense into your co-host.
About who has more hits?
Yeah, or who you prefer?
I would prefer Travis Scott.
See, I knew that I should have just invited you on.
I listen more to Travis Scott than Future, and I feel like he has more hits. I'm probably wrong, but like
At least you know you're
No,
I
you're
feel like
not
he
wrong.
does have more hits.
At
Travis
least
Scott.
you know you have. At least you know you're wrong.
No, she
I think
said
the
she's
only-
I
probably
said
wrong.
I might. I didn't say I was. I said I might.
Oh, you said probably.
I'll always keep the thing open. Y'all are saying that future, but like y'all don't know.
Oh, we know.
No, we know after the
Nah.
battle.
The Billboard charts. We know.
I think it only helps because Travis Scott has way more gets more publicity and advertising with his songs too. Like he does a lot of things to promote his music too. So I think that's why it seems like he has a lot more hits, but I feel like on the low, people listen a lot more to Future than they do Travis Scott.
Yeah, that's true. He got to use McDonald's and everybody just to promote the
Astro World
promote-
is another
Yep.
one.
And Future has to go on tour with Drake just to get
Hey.
exposure.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Well, real quick, we won't stay on music too long. Xavier, I know you're a huge fan of Usher and Chris Brown, so I know that you're torn. When I ask you this question, it's going to take you a while to come up with an answer. But at some point, we plan on having an Usher versus Chris Brown battle. Who do you think will win that one?
I'm gonna have to give that to Usher.
Let's go!
Let's go!
Another one. I think DJ Khaled is trying to join the Zoom call. Another one.
I think Albert, you hired him as an informant because he's saying everything that I don't agree with.
Yeah, no, nah. I mean, I feel like we grew up equally with Chris Brown and Usher, but Usher's gonna take that W at the end of the day.
Exactly.
I watched the episode where y'all had your own voice show, you did a rendition of the voice, and you didn't turn around when Usher was played or Chris Brown. But
I didn't turn around for either.
You were really harsh when it came to Chris Brown. I mean, not Chris Brown, Usher. When it was Usher,
Yeah.
you were like, he can't sing.
Okay, see.
Oh, he got you,
No,
honey.
nah.
Got
One
you.
thing that I separate is the voice and the hit, because you can sing bad and still have a hit. But to
You got me
me,
there.
Usher's
That's why
the
Future
type
has
of
so many
singer
hits.
that has hit.
I feel like Chris Brown has more hits.
Ooh, tell them.
Chris Brown definitely has more hits.
Yeah, I feel like Chris Brown definitely has more hits.
But he also puts
That's
out
why
more
he
music.
asked
Because Usher has some good songs, but
like
Chris Brown has gotten around more than
Got the
Usher.
bops.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, right?
Chris Brown been singing since he was in the cradle.
But I think
Usher came out way younger. Around the same age as
Usher.
Chris Brown.
I mean Usher.
Oh, okay.
But Chris Brown too, he got a lot of publicity too because of the things he did. So I mean, maybe that helped him with his streams and his music.
Well, he was popping before.
That's true. He also was in This Christmas, so they
Tell your artist to do both, Albert.
Usher's obviously better. Come on now.
Tell your artist to go on the big screen, Albert.
He was on the big screen. He was a security guard. You remember that movie?
No, what movie is that?
Yeah, I don't remember what it was called, but he was like a security guard for this Italian mafia family. It was In the Mix. That's what it's called, In the Mix.
Interesting. Okay, well, enough about music. Let's talk to our guests about their podcast, and just want to know a little bit about it and how you got started, why you got started, and some of the pros and cons. So whoever wants to go first, take it away.
Do y'all want me to go?
Yes, the ringleader.
Okay. Well, pretty much the whole background is we're family, and during quarantine, or I guess when things started opening back up, we went to the gym together, and then we would crack jokes and be silly, and we were talking about crazy stuff, and we'd be like, yo, we're funny as we should show the world. We should show the world how we're funny, and our conversations, basically let them join in and watch how they progress. So we were like, oh, we should start a podcast. And at first we were going to call it the Beaner Podcast because, we're Mexican. But then we were like, no, because, it'll get a whole issue thing going. So then I also decided that we should include Jazz because she's talkative, and she'll have very strong opinions that will probably not coincide with us, and that's what you need in a podcast. I don't know if I use the right word. Concur with us?
Yeah.
Coincide.
Okay, yeah.
Concur, that means agree.
And so we included her, and then that's when we're like, okay, we need a new name. And me and my brother, we came up with CrayTea Talk because we're kind of crazy and a little weird. And then T because of like the interesting topics like gossip or
Spilling
what's going
the tea.
on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then talk, because we're obviously talking. So that's our background with their name, and then we just started recording. We did a few test runs, and then we were like, yep, it's good. So we went for it.
Did y'all do any homework? Like, did you watch other podcasts besides Pod Ties? I know y'all been watching since day one, so we appreciate you for doing that, and we're doing the same thing for you guys. We both support each other. But besides us, did you watch anybody to see like how a podcast should flow, what type of topics you should probably discuss, all those type of things?
Well, I not too much into it because I didn't want to be like any other podcast, because I feel like if I would have done too much homework on it, then I'd be like kind of copying their style. So I did understand, like, you have to meet together, plan it out, have it structured, like what are you going to talk about, those kind of things. And we wanted to talk about like topics that everyone can jump into and relate to. So that's pretty much the only research we did.
Okay. Guys, y'all have any questions for them?
Yeah, I got one question. So if you guys did pursue the Beaner podcast, would you guys serve beans every episode?
That would have been a good idea. Like, 4 little beans, sprinkle on beans or something.
You're eating them.
Yeah.
While we're talking
today we're eating beans. No, we wouldn't. Well, I don't think I would.
I think that'd be funny.
It would be.
Like, Chef Bean, what we got today? We got a plate of beans.
Lima beans.
We got pinto beans today.
Mix it up every day.
Yeah.
Well, like y'all's
I'm
name,
getting tired
though,
of beans.
that CrayTea Talk is pretty good.
Oh yeah, CrayTea Talk is definitely better.
Yeah.
That is an interesting name. Play on words.
Very creative. Because we talked about this briefly, like right at the end when we were on your podcast. Mm-hmm. I was shocked when you told me that it took how long? 5 minutes?
5 minutes, yeah.
Literally
in the parking lot of the mall.
No, it wasn't in the parking lot of the mall. It was picking up Audrey from school.
Oh, yeah.
About the name?
Yeah.
But I also like it. Oh.
You liked it right away? I was going to ask you if you liked it as soon as you heard it.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, I liked it. But I was just going to say, like, I also like we're taking this serious, but then, like, we also started this to have fun with each other, too.
Mm-hmm.
I like that about it. Like, we're not, like, too serious. Like, we are serious about it, like, uploading videos and everything. But, like, we're having fun, like, in the
middle. Yeah, we don't want
What's been the most fun part?
Hanging out every week.
Hanging out.
I think it's, like, also, like, yeah, we've known each other our whole lives, but like at the end of the day, like you can see how much you still discover about a person just by having a conversation with them and like getting to know them like personally like that, like,
Mm-hmm.
Well, what did you learn about these two ladies based off the episodes that you've recorded so far?
I think personally I've learned that we like share like a lot of opinions, and I think that's personally because we grew up together, and so we kind of have shared the same norms and values, which obviously makes sense. But at the end of the day, like you'll see like how distinct, like things we like, those different level things that we have, where like one will say yes and I'll be like, oh no, or like so at the end of the day, like it's interesting to see that they can still be different even though we grew up together, so.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? My bad. Go ahead.
For me, something I've learned is I've learned that he's very, very judgy when it comes to music. That's something that I'm like, oh my
I
God.
learned that too.
That's
And
a
I
good
also
thing.
learned that he doesn't believe in soulmates. I was like, because I mean, not everyone believes in them, but you know, you
I
think
learned that
him
Javi's
as
very hard to believe in anything. You're very like you want like science, like facts, like you know.
But in that episode where you talked about like conspiracy theories, didn't you believe in some of those, or were you like, yeah?
No,
Nah,
I
that's
was
not.
actually the one that didn't believe in anything. I
Yeah,
was
he was
like,
the
Oh,
one
okay.
that
He
they
was
was like,
he said he wouldn't be surprised if they were true, but he's
Yeah.
like,
yeah, because I don't get surprised easily. Like if you tell me, oh, you know, this happened, I'll be like, okay, like you
You
know.
must have seen a lot.
I know. I act like I've seen everything.
This man, Benjamin Button.
Like, you won't be surprised if they true, but they not true.
It's funny.
But then you have me on the other spectrum where I believe everything. I'm like
Oh,
super
yeah.
gullible, and I'm like, oh my
Super
God,
gullible.
yes, that makes sense. So
That's
yeah.
Yeah. I think Maribel is more of like a like she'll believe it, and she's more prone to believing things when she has someone else to back her up. Like she'll be like, she likes when people share her opinions because she likes to feel that like, oh, okay, I'm not the only one that thinks this way.
yeah.
That's why
I can tell by her response when she gave her opinion on the Travis Scott future. She was like probably, or I think that's what you just said not too long ago. And I guess she needed like one of
incentive.
us to validate it.
I just said that because like I don't want to say something and it be wrong, like or like I don't know.
It's too
That's
late.
not wrong.
You
We know
already
it's the
know.
truth that Travis Scott's better,
It's
but
too
we're not
late.
we're not
You
going
already
down that path again. We're not gonna go down that.
That's also what I do. Like I'm very like self like doubt. Like I doubt myself. So like usually when I say something, I don't want to be like, oh yeah, this is true because like and
It's okay. We all make mistakes.
You gotta believe in what you want to believe. Don't let anybody sway you.
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
think that
yeah,
would-
but like let's say like I've had scenarios even with my siblings, like you know we're like discussing something and like I'm right, but like they make me believe that I was wrong, but at the end like you know I find out that I was the one right, but I believe them. I don't know. I'm just like self doubt myself a lot.
You got sold.
Do you think that with the podcast, you're starting to have a little bit more confidence in your opinions or the stuff that you say? Because with podcasts, sometimes you really can't think on the spot. You're kind of just going with the flow. So do you think you're a lot more confident than that first episode?
I feel like yeah. I would say yeah. I'm putting my opinions more out there and everything. People getting to know me. Yeah.
I really like the voice, your version of the voice. I really like that episode a lot because not only did you like turn around when you liked the music, but you like described why you liked it. Like Xavier, he was talking about, yeah, I mean that note right there, and that was the wrong note. It should have been this. Then you like zoomed in and like he was jamming and snapping his fingers and stuff. And Maribel was doing the same thing. So yeah, and Jazz. So
Thank you.
Maria's going across the screen while their chair was turned around and she was like doing the shimmy and stuff. So that was
And
a
I
cool
told them
episode.
beforehand, I was like, I am a very harsh critic of music, like not just music in general, because I really love music. Like I have a passion for it, listening and just, you know, but like I'm like, I don't know, I feel like I have a very like sensitive ear. Like I need to like, you know, really get a connection with the singer to like be like, okay, I like this person.
That's what I'm saying. They give me crap for not liking new music. If you really like music, you judge it in a different light because you appreciate the true sound and everything that's like the artist does for the like for hip hop or R&B, whatever genre it is. You really appreciate it.
But like if you really like music, wouldn't you explore more? Like you said, like they always say to you, like for like not liking new music, but like if you really like music, you would want to explore more music, right?
I
I
explore a lot of music, but my problem is I hold people to a higher standard, right? Like I hold people to the same standard of like great artists. So if they don't reach that level, then it's like, I don't want to, I don't really care for it.
Let's say like let's say with like a new artist that's starting music, like you don't like him. Have you ever had a point where like you start liking them or like their music, like they get better and better?
I think in that has to do with the same thing that me and I were talking about. Like you'll start to like them because you start hearing their appreciation for what they're doing, like their artistry. And so I think that you can hear that through their music. Like you can hear how much it means to them, the way they sing, the way they interpret their art. Like, you know, it's not just, oh, I want to hop on this beat and that's it. Like, nah, like there has to be something to it, like something that you connect to. So I've had like artists like that where like I've had like, let's say like Post Malone. Like I used to not like Post Malone, you know, and then I started listening more of his music. I think over time he has started releasing more songs, and I was like, oh, okay, you know, like I'm getting more into it because I can see what he's putting into it now, you know. So.
Yeah, to like piggyback off of that, that was me for like for like J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, and like Nipsey. When I first heard their music, I didn't like it. I was like, everybody was like overhyping them, and it was like this, that, and the third. I listened to a couple songs here and there, but I think it took me to a point where I was like in that position in my life where I understood what they were saying. Because most times, if you're not in that position or you haven't been through something, you can't understand what somebody's singing or rapping about unless you've been through that. It won't connect with you. You know, it'll fall on deaf ears. So
I mean, sometimes like I like to listen to songs and like sing to them, like, but they're saying like a situation where it's never happened to me, but like I kind of feel it at the same time. Like, you know, they're that good that I like the lyrics or like the singing that they can make you feel it, even though you haven't felt it.
That's true.
yeah.
Like
think
on
it just
emotional
depends.
songs, yeah, like in emotional songs, like, you know, you could feel their sadness just like by the way, even though you're not in their situation.
Yeah, I've seen women's songs all day. I can't relate at all.
You been listening to what, Albert?
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
the song is actually good. I sat there in the group chat a couple weeks ago. I'm like, hey, the song is actually not that bad.
That's another thing I've been fighting on my own is I've been talking about how Megan Thee Stallion had a better year than Lil Baby, and that she deserved the you know hip hop of the year award, and they're like, nah, she didn't deserve it. She only had 2 singles, but yeah, there were 2 singles, but they were the 2 biggest singles in that genre. So I don't understand why Lil Baby. I mean, he had a solid project, probably the best project of that year, but Megan Thee Stallion definitely deserved any award that she got.
Yep, I agree.
She's mainstream. That's all it is.
Exactly.
And Lil Baby's not?
Mainstream as her.
Well, actually, Lil
true.
Baby has become a little more mainstream. TikTok. I think he's gotten more mainstream through that. Same thing with Megan Thee Stallion. They've both gotten.
He ain't on no magazine covers and stuff like that. That's when you become mainstream.
Where music's playing in like arenas and like commercials and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Baby,
like regular stores or something.
Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, I think the Baby's more mainstream now than Little Baby.
Right. That's what I was just thinking. I was thinking about Lil Baby and the Baby. Like, I feel like the Baby has gotten more streams and like more things.
Even Kids Bop made a song, a remake of WAP.
Oh my!
What? Oh, really? No. I need to hear that.
I heard it.
It's called Bop.
Children's parents.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And they can't. Where are they going to go?
I think it was talking about like some food, like cheeseburgers or something.
Yes.
I saw it on TikTok.
What?
I don't know. I just made it up. I hope it's not real.
Man,
it's real.
What?
Yeah, it's real.
Oh my gosh.
You can search it up. Kids Bop WAP version.
Did they remake Body Yaddy 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 Yaddy?
Probably.
Did they remake that one?
Probably.
Bro, that song is so trash.
It is.
What?
It is.
I think it's catchy.
I haven't heard of it in the Body Yaddy Yaddy.
Yeah, I mean, it's a song that's gonna play in the club, so it's obviously gonna sell. Like, women are gonna love that song, but overall, that song is trash.
I like Cardi B's Up.
The lyrics don't really do anything.
Yeah, Up. I didn't like it when it first came out, but it's like it's catchy.
When that beat drop, bro, it's the beat.
It hasn't grown on me yet.
What songs do y'all not like anymore because they're overplayed?
Oh,
Bad and Bougie by
talking about the Baby, Rockstar. I cannot stand that song.
No, that song's still out.
I like the remix with him and Roddy Ricch.
Can't stand it.
Bad and Bougie. I can't stand that song anymore.
Yeah.
Bad and Bougie Girl.
Mine would have to be, and this would be controversial, but Mask Off.
Mask off.
That's all
Really
Speaking of
controversial.
Future.
It's not.
Nobody listens to it on a daily basis, so it's not like it's not
Like,
controversial.
Not anymore.
Mhm.
But like when
Yeah.
at the time I was like so annoyed by it. At like already, I was like,
It was everywhere. It was like all over Instagram, all
Yeah.
over. It was everywhere.
yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of any more songs, but I don't listen to the radio anymore. So I usually choose the songs that I want to listen to at that moment.
Yep, I had Bad and Bougie every time I come on. I press the button.
I
Next
play
song.
it, but if I don't really want to hear it, I will. It's like it's
Yeah.
blasphemy to skip Lil Uzi's part. You have to play
What's
that.
popping? That's a song that's annoying now.
Yeah, especially right now. Yeah.
It
That
is.
song is overplayed.
They still play that?
But yes,
Yeah.
anytime I hear that, next, skip.
What's popping?
Oh, the remix is dope. I don't listen to either like that.
They should never made a remix.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they ruined it with the remix.
Nah,
Now
So do you
his
think like
album went hard.
remixes ruin original songs?
No,
not always.
Sometimes.
No, yeah.
But there are some times where the remix is worse, but there's sometimes where the remix is better. It just depends.
Yeah.
Yeah, remixes aren't the same like what they used to be back in the early 2000s.
yeah,
Yeah, they ain't like the Lil Wayne remixes.
no,
Yeah.
not at all.
Like those were like I don't even think they were considered remixes. I think they'd just be considered like collaborations because it was so big, like to do
Yeah.
it
Oh
with
yeah.
another
Do
artist.
you feel like Lil Wayne was like is one of those artists that, like I was saying, that makes you feel like you're in the situation even though you're not?
Nah, because I can't understand what he's saying most of the time.
Oh my, here goes the disrespect.
Yeah.
All
I
right,
can't.
No, when he tries to sing, I'm like, what is this man doing? I'm like,
Exactly. He like,
You don't like
Hey, that song goes hard.
He has some good songs though.
He does.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he
A lot of
doesn't,
good
but you
songs.
can't understand them.
Yeah, you can.
No, did y'all hear the Post Malone song with Future too, where he tried to sing too? I was like, no.
That's why that
That's
Lil
song.
Wayne rock album went double plywood because nobody could understand anything he had said.
Jeff, tell this man about the song, all the heat that was on that album off of Rebirth.
The only good songs that was On Fire
I didn't like
Yeah.
that.
and the song with Eminem,
Drop the World,
Drop the World. That was it.
Prom Queen.
Oh, that
Hey,
was garbage.
Prom Queen was fire.
That was hot garbage.
What?
Need to be.
The
I don't want to listen to the
Period.
songs.
The Prom Queen.
Dude. Like we should just like the album reaction to it.
Good. Yeah, there was a song called Knockout featuring Nicki Minaj.
Oh
Now,
my
that's-
goodness.
That
I
song's
don't
funny.
remember that. That's crazy.
I
a
remember the
funny song.
video to this day. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
What I'm learning from this is that Albert and Xavier have like a lot of like similarities in what they like and what they don't.
Albert's the
Same.
antagonist.
We're
of the group.
intellectuals.
sign.
We're intellectuals.
Let's go.
No, Xavier, you shouldn't be proud of that.
Jeff's the antagonist, not me.
No,
Me?
Jeff. We thought Jeff would be the antagonist when we started this podcast, but it was you.
What?
Yeah, it's Albert.
And I hear Jeffrey all the time talking about, man, Albert likes to argue.
Nah, Jeff never tell his side.
I'm always right.
What?
My argument is telling you how you're wrong.
Yeah, he does
But
that
they make you.
all the
They'll
time.
make you right.
Exactly.
This man.
I'm right, so I'm telling Albert why he's wrong.
Oh, it's not how it works.
Yes.
This is the main
I'm a
reason
Stephen
why
A.
we
Smith.
started the podcast ourselves. Kind of like the same reasons you all did it. Even though we're not related, we've been knowing each other for years.
I don't know.
Basically,
Yeah.
almost a decade, really. And during the pandemic, we would text each other like these long threads, like hours and hours, and it was basically us always just trying to prove ourselves to be right when it comes to the topic. And so we were like, we should probably like do this, record it, and really get into it rather than reading it through text. Actually, verbally saying it, and that's why we did it. And then we would spend a lot of time like playing video games and stuff, and probably arguing even more. So we were like, yeah, we should definitely start a podcast, and it's therapeutic.
How did y'all meet?
High school, I met them sophomore year of high school.
I don't know who I met first, Kyron or Jeffrey. I'm pretty sure it was Kyron because me and Kyron was in basketball before first period, and I met Kyron. Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah, but I thought you've been going to like Jeff's house like way before me.
No, I didn't meet Jeff until I was sitting at the special ed table, and I met.
What? I'm sorry.
Jeff was
Wait, what? Rewind, please
at the
explain.
table.
Jeffrey was a little lost, or like
No.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, I was there. So I came from Louisiana, right? I spent like 3 years with my dad in Louisiana. I came back and I went to Lake Collins. And I went to basketball. That was like before first period. I met Kyron there. They put us at like power forward position. But I didn't like know Kyron like that. I just knew, me and Kyron was in basketball. But then like I went to like lunch and I had nowhere to say. I knew nobody, like literally nobody. And I just sat at like a table. I didn't know it was like, kids with like special needs there. I just sat at a table and then like I met Abu, and then Abu brought me over to their table and Jeffrey was there and I met Jeffrey.
Yeah, I was with the cool kids.
Oh.
Jeffrey introduced me to Albert and Kyron. I met Jeffrey first.
How did you meet Jeffrey? School too?
Yeah, we sat at the same lunch table. Is that how you recruited people?
And the table.
Going to lunch, the
Come
lonely
on.
kids.
It's funny because
You
I met
guys.
Jeffrey during lunch too.
Yeah. Did you go to class, Jeff?
Oh, no, he
Recruiting
didn't.
the next Avengers.
He's like,
He
we're
said,
gonna start a
"Avengers
podcast
Assemble."
one day.
Oh, man.
Nah, bro, I just be chilling at lunch, eating my food, and people just come up to me. I just start talking.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay.
Came up to him,
Okay.
Maria.
Gravitated towards him.
Eh?
I said, you came up to him, Maria?
Sure did.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'll just eat my chicken nuggets.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I met
Yeah,
Jeff
sir.
during ninth grade basketball too, I believe.
I can't remember how I met Kyron. I think Albert's one that introduced me because I was in football, so it took me a while to get into basketball.
So how do y'all
Here
meet?
y'all are. I think I met my sister at birth, but I mean I could be a little off.
Oh yeah, I mean
Hospital,
you don't really have a
went to
memory
the
when you're a
hospital.
baby, right? So
Yeah, I don't remember meeting y'all. I just remember always hanging out.
No, it's funny
Yeah.
because I guess we were just like, I think we just kind of started talking like when we moved in all together because there was a point when we all lived together.
Yeah, when we all started living together.
I
that's
don't
when we
remember us
were like,
living together.
yeah, we did. I remember.
I know we did, but I don't remember.
Yeah, we lived together. And where was it? In Garland, I think? No, right? I don't know.
Mhm.
It's like we lived at
Got it.
Jeffrey's house. He was always there.
I was always at Jeff's house. I swear, every time, man, like from Monday to Sunday, I was at Jeff's house. I was at Jeff's house more than I was at my damn house.
I'll just pull up on the weekends. We just go hoop.
Didn't care.
I went to Jeff's house one time and it was early in the morning. My mom dropped me off. And this man was passed out in his bed.
From the heat.
He
He
woke,
wasn't sleeping. It was the heat.
He take 5 hours to answer the door.
Heck
his-
yeah, you're
I banged on the door. He didn't even flinch. His mom was the one that actually, she was coming from, I guess, washing some clothes, and she was bringing up the clothes, and then she was like, "Oh, you trying to get in?" I was like, "Yes, ma'am." So she was the one that actually let me in, and so I
That was
just,
always the case.
well, his TV was so loud. First of all, that's why he couldn't hear, and so he got up. You know how like on Family Matters, like Steve Urkel is like different from Steve Urkel. That was my first time like seeing Jeff without glasses, and he was a totally different person. I was like, "What?" and then he got up, and I was just staring at him like this. And he was like, "Oh, what the heck? What are you doing in my house?"
Ask, is Jeff here?
Exactly. He would peek through the window, like his window was right there, the door's right here.
It take 5 minutes
Bro,
to
I
open
just
the
text
door.
you, I was at the door.
You gotta make sure, man.
Uh,
Make sure it's not the ops.
I definitely should just come over to Jeff's house. He wouldn't even know I was there. I'd just stay in the living room because he'd be in the room. I'd just be in the living room. He'll walk in there like, what the hell? When you get here?
Well, let's switch it up. Kyron, you have a question. You want to present it to our special guest so we can all discuss it?
I see.
Yeah, man, I have a spicy question for you guys. All right. So, should men be required to pay all the bills, or do y'all think it should be split 50-50?
That's like, I feel like that's easy. Like if he's the one, if like the woman's not working, then yeah, obviously like who is, but like if they're both working and they both want that, then yeah, obviously the bills are going to be split, then they should. But like if he's the only one working because she's taking care, like, well, she can't work. Because sometimes like there's still like we're like already in 2021, but like there's still like some guys who don't want their girls to be working. So yeah, obviously I have to pay all the bills. But like also with the bills talking, like if we both split the bills and we both split everything in the house, right? It's even. So like you do stuff in the house, I do stuff in the house. Like I feel like everything should be even all throughout.
I
I agree.
I think it also depends on like who, where, like culture. I guess not culture, but like how you grew up. Like how you grew up. 'Cause, like
yeah.
you were to tell
Makes
us, like
sense.
as Hispanics, like like for us, it's always been like our parents teach us that like, oh no, the women stay at home and like cook and clean and do all that while the men take care of everything.
I feel like they don't teach us that. They just did that. And like that's
Yeah,
what
no, they just did that.
my
But like,
mom never my mom never been like, oh, you should do this because you're a woman. Like, she just
But
does it.
you just never saw your dad do that stuff, right? So you just never saw your dad in the kitchen cooking. So you're like, okay, you just learned from their actions.
He's gotten better though, because like he does cook now and he does do everything. But my dad, you ain't gonna catch
I don't think it's necessarily that they teach us it, but I think it's more like they give off that example.
Yeah.
Not like they do anything to kind of change it and be like, oh no, it doesn't have to be this way. Like no, it's just like they give that example. So I guess that's what you just learn to do your whole life. So like, let's say Maribel or Maria were like to be like, oh no, well like my boyfriend or whatever needs to pay for the bills because I'm the woman or something like that. That'll be because of the same thing, because of what we saw throughout our life. I think it all just depends.
Yeah, it just depends on the couple, really. It doesn't.
Yeah.
No one situation works for everyone.
Definitely, when you get into a relationship, that's a topic that you need to discuss. Like, okay, how do you see this working? Do you want to depend on me? I don't want you to depend on me. I want you to be independent. You take care of this bills, I'll take care of these bills. Like the communication with it has to be put in place so there aren't any issues later on. And if y'all can come to an agreement, then it shouldn't matter which way you do it, as long as y'all are both happy with it.
I don't believe in gender roles. Like you guys said, it just depends on the couple, right? Like for me, I like an independent woman. She can have her own, right? And whatever she brings into the household is just a supplement of what I bring, right? I can have something and she can supplement that whatever she needs, right? In any household I'm the best cook, so I will cook more. But I don't believe in like, oh, a woman should cook and only a woman should do this. Like the only things is like maybe like taking out the trash. Like that's a guy thing.
Yeah, I was always taught that too.
Yeah, that's always a guy thing. But that's the only thing I feel like that's like a gender role. Everything else is like you make a schedule and then you do everything else. But like bills, I don't mind paying the bills, like all the bills, as long as you get like the small stuff, right? Like the stuff that, you can handle, or like, not like she can't handle the big bills or whatever, but if I have the money, I can, there's no point of us splitting the bills if I can handle, the rent and stuff on myself.
Right. But just like help me
out. You know what I'm saying? But if I can handle it, yeah. But you just get like the other stuff, So yeah.
I think that just like comes into play with like I think that's more of also like a nature thing. Like if you really look at it, like men have always had that inclination of protection towards women. So I think they kind of have like that, like since they're the dominant role, obviously most of the time, it's more of like a hey, like I'll take care of the big things, whereas you can still contribute to something else. I think that's like I said, it's just nature. But when you look at it like, oh, what how does that factor in when you have kids? Is that will you still hold that same position? Like, oh, men can also take care of the kids, not just women, because like you said, Albert, you don't believe in gender roles. So do you believe that like you have that same inclination whenever it comes to kids, like you'll change their diapers, you'll feed them, like you'll help them do this, So.
Yeah, I believe I would, honestly. And just like anything, even a pet, like
Breastfeeding too.
Albert with his peg muscle.
it's anything like if it's like y'all splitting it, there's no point of you not putting into it, there's no point of putting more stress and more workload on the other person just to sit around and watch them do more work, just split the load, take the load off of them sometimes, and pitch in, because a happy household is better than the one be like, oh, I'm the man and I'm the woman and blah 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 blah.
I got the question from social media, and I've been seeing that a lot of the women were like, if I'm splitting bills, then you are my roommate. I've seen a lot of that. So do y'all think that holds true?
No,
That's stupid.
because like
Exactly.
why do you expect the guys to do everything? Like, don't y'all want everything equal? Like, why not have everything?
Right. Okay. I
Because
see.
they
Yeah.
don't want
I feel the
everything
same way.
equal.
Yeah. Until it comes to that money.
Because if you're a roommate, which that's what they're labeling that person as. If your roommate ups and leaves, and you've been dependent on them for so long,
Ooh, that's a good one.
how are you gonna just all of a sudden become independent? So
Right.
I think when you're in a relationship, as I like Maria's stance on it, make sure that you have those conversations. They may be tough at first, but it's right. It's better to have it at the beginning than when you both can't stand each other and you're both in deep waters when it comes to a financial situation. That's usually what ruins relationships is finances. So it's better to go ahead and have those tough conversations and figure out at the end, all right, do we still want to be together? Then at the end, you're forced to break up. So I think once that's established, like what your role is in the relationship, then you'll be better off. And as you all said, I think everyone stated like every relationship is different based on the relationship and the people that are in it and your background and stuff and
Yeah,
kind
you
of what
should
you were
definitely
taught.
you should definitely talk about like all that like before you move in together. I feel like that's the thing. You should
Oh
talk
yeah, for
about like
sure.
what are you gonna do? Like, what am I gonna do? What are you gonna contribute to? What are you gonna contribute to? And I feel like the move in would be even better. Like when people talk about it and like they know that they're ready.
Uncomfortable conversations. You gotta have it with everyone.
So like now that we're in like, modern era 2021, like you still have those like not old people, 'cause I don't want to say old, but like, those people with traditions and everything like that. Like, how would you like, let's say right now you're saying, oh, it can be like this or this way. How would you handle those traditional people that say, why are you living like that? Like, you're supposed to be the man of the family. Like, you're supposed to take care of everything. Like, why are you letting your, wife handle everything? Like what? How would you handle that situation if you were confronted with that?
Are you paying my bills?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I would say. Like, since you're so concerned, how about you go ahead and join our relationship and be the man and pay all the bills. I'm totally fine with that. It's less stress for me. So that's how you combat it. And then they shut up very quickly. Like, well, yeah, I can barely pay my bill, so I definitely don't want to try to pay yours. So that's how you combat it.
Yeah. Like what works for the next person is not going to work for myself, right? It's like being like just politics, right? Like being a Republican, a Democrat. they're opposite sides of the spectrum, but what works for somebody in this state might work for somebody else be on the opposite side, right? So, not everybody can be that 100%. Like, we got to look at our grandparents, right? They had marriages that lasted for a while. And even some of our parents, they had marriages that lasted for a while, but for the most part, they stayed not knowing their true self-worth. And it's about knowing who you are as a person and what you need from your spouse versus just staying just for the hell of it, just for the family. You got to put your self-worth above everything else. That's the number one priority. So just staying just because, that's the wrong answer. So I don't care what other people say outside looking in, because you don't know the true dynamic of everything.
Well, Maria, she had two questions that I thought maybe we should just like go through really quickly and like a little speed round and just kind of give you a response. You want to
Okay.
share it with us?
This was originally Jazz's question, but she's not in the video today. But it's if you could tell your child self something, what would you tell yourself? Like, it could be anything.
What I would tell my child self is to be yourself. Just to be yourself, and don't try to be something that you're not, because trying to play this role to get people to like you is that's just not fun. There's no peace in that. Like, you should be yourself, because people are going to be drawn to you either way, but people shouldn't be drawn to you because you're trying to play some role that you think that they'll like. So I would just say be your genuine self, and then with that you'll find other genuine people that like true friendship. So that's really what I would tell my younger self.
Me, like we were talking about earlier, like I would say be grateful. Like, like you have a lot. You're not seeing that right now, but like you do. Just be grateful. Treat everyone better. It's not that I was a bad person. It's just like I was not that grateful as I am now. So yeah, I would just say be grateful. Be more grateful for what you have.
I think mine would be, I think I would tell myself that it's okay to be alone or feel lonely. I think throughout most of my life, I've been the type of person to be very dependent on those around me. And so I think I would just tell myself that it's okay to sometimes feel alone or sometimes to be lonely, because honestly, you can discover a lot about yourself when you're alone, and you just have that, time to yourself. And honestly, like sometimes you deserve that time to yourself, or you need that time. Like your body needs it, your mind needs it. And so I think I just tell myself that, hey, it's okay to be lonely or to be alone sometimes.
Okay.
Calm down, Jeffrey.
I would tell myself to enjoy the time. Don't rush the process.
Ooh,
As I'm about to turn 25 next week, and I flashback, and I have so many memories of nostalgia, like the times I was overseas, or just even in high school. I'm like, dang, time, really flown by. But I was so quick, to rush to get to the next moment, that I enjoyed my time, but I feel like I could have enjoyed it a little bit more if I, worried about the present instead of focusing on the future.
I feel you. Like we wanted to grow up so bad. I remember.
I never did.
I did. I feel Albert what he's saying. Like, we always just wanted to go to the next step, like grow up fast. And like now that you look back, you're like, you miss childhood, like, those moments too.
Yeah.
So, so I feel like there's a lot of things that I wish I could tell my child self. Like piggybacking off of Dylan, be yourself. Man, when I was little, I used to tell all kind of lies, man. I used to tell lies from New York.
what?
I had a bag full of lies, man. I was a whole different person.
Oh man.
But that was when I was like super young though. Like I grew out of that. And then like to piggyback off of Albert, you know, enjoy the time because I feel like even when I was in high school, like my mind was just straight like future. Like I was telling Dylan earlier when we were on the phone, I was like, man, I was supposed to be a CEO at the age of 25. I'm 25 right now, and I ain't. So like, you know, work hard, but also like, you know, enjoy your winnings and, you know, take vacations and things like that, and not just like keep your head and keep your head down and work. But then lastly, what I'll also tell my younger self is to work hard. I feel like there was a lot of missed opportunities just because I was lazy, where I should have just worked hard and, you know, probably could have been in a better position.
For me, it is being patient. I don't know if y'all know this about me, but I am like the most impatient person ever. And if y'all don't know, I hide it so well. I am so bad at it. I have the tendency to think future, and I often get told to like live in the now. So that's my biggest thing. I suck at it. I'm still learning, but I'm getting better at it.
We're all trying in this thing called life.
Real.
Day by day.
All right. What I would tell my child self would be to definitely show more love, because that's something that everyone in this world needs. It's such a sad place. And if you get to show at least one person love, you'll make a big impact in their life, whether you know it or not. And that's important because love is the foundation for happiness. And if you can help anyone become happy, then you're a good ass human. Like, yay for you. So definitely show as much love as possible. That's it. Okay, so the other question that I was going to say is, do you believe that everyone has a purpose in life? It could be anything. And if so, what do you think your purpose is?
Take that one first.
Well, I'm gonna just say it. I'm gonna go first.
Okay, take it away.
Set the tone.
Oh, let's set the tone. All right. So I'm gonna say I do believe that everyone has a purpose, but I will say that I don't know if everybody figures out or has an idea of what their purpose is, and that's where I'm at. I don't know where I'm at with that. I don't know if I ever will figure that out. Maybe someday I will. I don't know, but
I think everyone has a purpose. It's what are you gonna do when you're here, when it's your time? Are you actually gonna take full advantage of this time? That's hard. You go so many different ways with it, but I do believe everyone has a purpose. The second part was, do I know my purpose, right? Or what is my purpose?
Yeah, do you know what it is?
So I think my purpose is to kind of like just live my life the way I want to live it. Always be kind to people that are kind to me. You know, you got to reciprocate it as well.
Mm-hmm.
And
so you wouldn't be kind to someone who's not kind to you?
If they deserve it, yeah. I mean, it depends. You got to pick your battles, right? I'm not gonna like go at it with everybody that is rude to me. I mean, you can't be that soft skinned, because you're always gonna have people that are gonna test you. But at the same time, I'm not gonna show you any respect if you don't show me any. That's just I wasn't raised that way. So yeah, you definitely have to respect me, and I'll show that same. I'll reflect it as well. But I think just to try to be the best human being that I can be, and try to help people when they're in need, because there's a lot of people out there that are in need But really just make the world a better place than when I leave than what it was when I entered it. I think that's my purpose. I think that should be everyone's purpose. Make this world better for the next generation. Like as a parent, you want to provide for your kids to where they don't face the same stuff that you face through childhood, through teenage years, through your young adult years. So I think that's my purpose.
I feel like nobody really knows their purpose, like what they're like meant to do. Like we might have already done it and we don't know. Like, a purpose doesn't have to be like, super huge. It could be a small thing, but it always like turns out big. Like, like change, like do like a small little thing and it makes a big change, that can happen. I feel like I don't know my purpose, like for being here, but always like try to like make the best, like, take the right path. Cause I do feel like you choose your own life. Like, we have choice, we can go this way, we can go that way. One could lead to our purpose. Like, I mean, if it's your purpose and you're eventually going to get to it, right? Like, that's how I think, but I don't feel like anybody really knows their purpose.
Well, I think I know my purpose. I think the beauty of purpose is it really comes to you in the moments that you don't really see it. I think it's in the moments where you've shown true happiness, either by doing something or by feeling something. I think that's when you truly know your purpose. Like mine, I would say would be to be of service. I think that's mine. I think mine is giving to others, like, and that's the whole reason why, I want to be a cop and I want to do those, because that's where I get my, like, I feel happy, like, I feel, fulfilled, is where by helping others, by serving, by, being there for people when they need it. And so that I think is my purpose, because I've always felt, like it's not just for me, but it's for someone else. And when I feel like I'm giving to someone else something that, either I haven't felt or, that I can't feel, I think that just gives me such a good, like, feeling in my heart that I know that is my purpose, because it's just, even if it seems like so small, like something like, doing a little something for someone that just like, it fills me where it's like, I know this is what I'm meant to do, So I think everyone's going to have that moment where they're like, maybe, I don't know, like Maribel said, like maybe a lot of people don't know, but I think when you look back on it and you see that moment where you were just like fulfilled with, like, that feeling in your heart, I think that's when you'll know and you'll be like, okay, this is it.
I think I don't know my purpose, but I think a lot of people get confused with what their purpose is, because when we think about past, people that we look in our history as heroes, we think about like the Muhammad Gandhis, think about the Muhammad Ali's, the Malcolm X, the Martin Luther King Jr.'s. These guys or gals started off somewhere, and that was probably never their goal, were to be heroes, right? And I think we get caught up with thinking that our purpose is something big, but it has to start somewhere. We're not always going to hit the lotto, right? We're not going to always be able to, donate $1 billion. I think like my purpose, I guess, will be giving my time to people, right? Like when I was in Korea, I spent like Christmas Day and like Thanksgiving with this orphanage, giving my time back, doing something. I could be in my room complaining about how I'm not with my family, or I could actually do something that was worth my time, right? So I think it has to start somewhere. We always can't expect the big things to happen. We got to be able to handle the small things in order to get to those big things. It's a process. I would consider myself a religious person, but I'm not your average day, Christian, you could say, right? But I don't think that's the purpose, is to be average, right? You have to be yourself. And I would say that, you know, a lot of people get caught up in like worldly things. We get caught up in like, and I know I'm a victim of it. I get caught up in everything that's, you know, that really doesn't have a meaning to it, right? Stuff that you can't take with you, you know, when you're gone, stuff that depreciates in value, right? But the most important thing you can give is your time to people. Just sitting down and saying, hey, you know, how are you? What can I do? You can't give money all the time because you probably aren't, you know, in a financial situation where you can give money. So the next best thing is, well, greater thing than giving money is giving your time to people, right? Being a book information, learning things and stuff like that. I feel like those things can, you know, supplement being all these other people, because there's a lot of heroes that we see, and people are seeing it with you know, COVID, that, you know, the heroes aren't the people that are live in the big mansions. The heroes are the everyday people that you see, you know, that take care of your parents or your grandparents, the job that you can't do, the people that, you know, respond to fires, the people that respond to calls or whatever the case may be, the people that are in the emergency room, those are the actual heroes. So I think everyone knows their purpose. It's just, you got to actually sit there and recognize it and be like, okay, this is my purpose. I'm not going to be this big, you know, over the top star, and everybody might not know my name, but I'm going to make an impact on someone's life.
So I don't know what my purpose is. What I think it could possibly be is my name should be plastered everywhere. Real talk. Well, it's kind of sus because like my name's already like on like things like the Hyde Hotel and like.
Yeah, I was about to say I've seen your last name before like a lot.
Yeah,
so yours, but
I don't even know my own name.
And I'm Walker, Texas Ranger.
Yeah.
All right,
but like, but yeah, like ever since I was little, like I mean, I always wanted to own things. Like I wanted to, like I said earlier, I wanted to be a CEO at the age of 25 out of my own company. You know, now that obviously didn't happen, now I'm looking at other avenues to see, well, how else can I own things? Because I feel like you don't really have anything unless you own things. You know, whether it be real estate or a business or really anything, because anything other than owning something you can't take when you're gone, like Albert said, or somebody said. So like at least the things that you own, that's generational wealth that your kids cannot take over. Their kids, the kids after that, like it just keeps going. Besides that, it's just once you're gone, you're gone. So that's just my theory.
All right, I'll go ahead and say mine. Yes, everyone does have a purpose, but I don't believe many of us reach it. Reason why is because we tend to be ignorant individuals as humans. So we may come to the realization, oh, this is my purpose. But because we're so lazy, we don't really try to figure out the path on how to achieve it. That's why you don't get there. But the few that do get there, they have a passion for it. So if you're passionate about it, you like doing it, then you're gonna get to it. I think my purpose is serving in a healing way. So I want to be a psychologist, specifically a child psychologist. And I believe that if I can try to comprehend, talk to, even make a child feel comfortable, that would make them feel like they're not alone. They can talk to me, and then I'll be able to give them a sort of healing if they need it, or just a friend. So that's what I believe I need to be doing.
All right. This is Drip Shop. Don't know if you know this segment, but this is a fan favorite. This is where our guy, our fashion icon, Drip Jeff, in the building. We show him pictures of celebrities or athletes, and and we get him to grade it, either their outfit, clothes. So we're gonna not do sports first. We're actually gonna do something that happened recently. The Golden Globes happened, and so with any award show comes fashion. It's a little different this year because of it being virtually for the most part. So some of the photos on here are a little grainy at times, but this one's not so bad.
They're gonna have what the heck?
Yo, do you know who this is?
Jared Leto.
Yeah, that's the Joker.
It's the Joker.
What?
It's different.
Suicide
The
Squad
what?
Joker.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
What?
Not the recent Joker. The Suicide Squad Joker.
No, not what's his name? Joaquin Phoenix or something?
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking about.
Joaquin.
What is it, Jacqueline?
Jacquees. Wait a minute, where's Kyron?
I don't like it. I don't like the colors. I don't like it at all. I like the setting though. That's dope. So for that, I'll give it like a 2.
You think he had just picked that flower and just put it on his blazer?
That's
Well, it
exactly
looked
what
like
he did.
I don't know what a Christmas ornament like you put on the Christmas tree. Something.
Yeah, the second picture, it looks fake.
Yeah, it probably is fake.
It's probably heavy too. It's weighing him down.
I guess what do y'all grade this?
I would give it a 5.
That's generous.
Give it a 4.
4.
Give it a 6 because I like the flower.
Okay, Kyra and Albert.
I'm gonna give this a. I'm gonna give it a 4.
Oh, 2.
And to contradict Jeff, I actually like the colors. The color combination is pretty
Yeah,
good.
I actually
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah, I could rock that. Just take the flower out, and I would button
Yeah.
my
Yeah, it's
shirt
not
all
a
the way to
bad-
the top.
Not a
but
bad
piece.
The flower's cute.
I'm giving it an 8. The only reason why
Okay.
I'm giving it an 8 is because he's not wearing a belt. I feel like he needs a belt. Unless
you don't wear a belt with those.
you don't wear a belt with those pants or what?
Not with
If
those.
if your shirt is tucked in, I think you need a belt.
Yeah,
but
if your
I
shirt-
can see
You
that.
definitely need a belt for with those pants because it has belt hoops.
Yeah, but
Unless he's wearing
Honestly,
a belt
I
and it's
feel
just
like-
the same color.
I feel like a belt will like throw it off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me
well-
too.
Wow.
It depends on the
Unless
belt,
you,
yeah.
unless you have a
Well, then
beige
he
belt.
should have gotten some pants that don't have belt hoops.
But his
pants have
his
belts.
buttons, I think his buttons are white. So if he had like a white belt, that would probably stand out with some white shoes or something.
The pants are usually like really like slim fit, so they're like tailored to your body. So they're not designed to like have a belt unless it's there for aesthetics.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's true.
I have slim fit pants. Well, they're black.
Everything you wear is slim fit.
That's true.
I like
Slim and saggy on us. What about Regina King? Jeff, you like this dress?
That's fire. I like that. I'm gonna have to give that like an 8.
An 8,
Yeah, I like that.
3.
3. Why
4.
3?
I don't like the ruffles to the side and the half shoulder. I
Well,
think you could.
I don't know
think it
what I'm
would have
looking
been.
at.
I don't know what the
Where are the
ruffles
ruffles?
are.
No, like
I don't see no
yeah,
chips.
No chips.
No, like the roughly texture, like I don't know, like I don't know how to describe it, but like you see how it goes like from her collar here down to her shoulder. I think it would have been nice if like the other side would have been the same. I don't know. And then
She just got
like,
injured, so she's wearing like a half like shoulder thing. You know, like when you get injured.
Yeah, she got attacked, or that part got caught in the car when she slammed the door, so it got caught and it ripped off.
She's icing her shoulder.
Then Jeff said, "Are you serious?"
Yeah, I don't know.
I would give it a 7 because she does look way better than the other guy, and I love like the colors of the dress and the silver and everything. But like Xavier said, I don't like how one side is different than the other. Like it doesn't look good in that situation.
It's different. That's
I think she looks good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
stands
different.
out.
But it's not a good different. She looks good. Like she looks good, but the dress, like I don't know. dress is pretty and all, but like that one side and the other side don't go together.
Yeah, I give it a 7.
Yeah,
I'll give it a 6.
I'll give it a 9. I like it.
I like how it looks on her. She look,
Just makes her head look big.
And her
Look,
head,
he-
regardless.
Why does it
All
look like
right.
he's falling asleep?
Daniel Kaluuya.
Nothing too fancy.
Danny, boy.
The picture's kind of hard because I think the sun is kind of messed it up. But Jeff, you like that blazer? You like the stitching on that part of the coat? That black part with the white stitching?
It's unique. I like it. It gives it like a different type of texture.
Mm-hmm. And it goes with the shirt because it's
Yeah,
black.
definitely.
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know if the blazer should have been blue. I think that dark with the black being dark, I don't know. Maybe that could have been a little lighter. But what do you think about that necklace at least?
What's so special about it? It's just a regular necklace.
I know, but you the drip god. Does he get extra points for at least wearing a necklace and having those rings on his fingers?
Is that a tennis chain? It looks like it.
I don't know. I don't play tennis.
I would give him a 2 for being lazy.
Well,
Oh my
he dressed
gosh.
up in his house.
No, yeah, because hey, a lot of people are just in their house and they dress nice, but it looks like he just found a random black shirt, put on that random little necklace right there, and found a blazer that no one else has, and just put it on. It was like, there, that's me, Golden Globes. Wow.
That's probably exactly what he did.
Yeah, exactly.
Imagine going out and paying for expensive clothes just to sit down in front of your
But like,
Until-
but see, they're like high end actors, so they have the money. So for them, it's no expense, or not even to spend it. Just they probably have something in their closet. Like,
just because you got money, don't mean you want to pay for it.
yeah, that's just called being cheap. But like,
Ain't
I
nothing wrong
think-
with that.
no, there's
Wait,
nothing
have you
wrong, but I'm just saying, like, he had something in his closet. He had something else up in his closet. He just chose the most lazy outfit he could find.
I
Dang.
mean, he's a guy. Like, what do you want him to do? Like,
I don't know. Like, to me, he just looks like he's gonna go to Olive Garden and eat some breadsticks and dip. You know?
so
I
would
just-
you prefer him to wear like a 5-piece?
right? I was like,
No, no. But see
Like the
what
penguin?
at least what Jared Leto did, he was more like, hey, you know, like this is more of like he didn't go all out, but he still had something a little different. You know, it
The
was
only
just like
difference-
this one just.
You gave him the same grade.
The only difference.
No, I give him a 4.
Oh, a 2 and a 4.
He just put the filter in the back and stood up and took a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a collared shirt on. That's it. Oh, and a flower.
Oh, yeah.
That flower.
So everyone's
I
giving
think-
it more than a 2?
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a 5.
Same.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him a
I'm
5. Yeah, it's
I would
average.
give him a 5.
Very
Yeah.
average.
See, now if he pull what's his name, Jared Leto,
4.
or what was that guy's
Yeah,
name?
Jared Leto.
Yeah, if he had pulled like Jared Leto and did like a nice little background, he probably could have got more points. It would have made the outfit look better.
Yeah, we can
And
see the
show
pants, like the
you
whole
I
outfit.
would have given him at least a
Like, he
4 if
didn't
he did
even
that.
show like all of the outfit. Like, you know, it's just the top. Like,
He probably had basketball shorts
That's what I'm
on.
saying. This man's just like,
Boy had on
this
boxers.
man, yeah, he's in his drawers.
He probably had on a long T-shirt with no drawers.
Like
Albert
Jeff with a
Special.
long jersey on with no drawers on.
I'll tell you, the
Albert
laziness
Special.
comes for me.
All right, this one is Al Pacino. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Scarface or some of the other work that he's been in, but he made headlines because he got caught falling asleep during the show.
Oh.
It's one thing that the show's like 8 hours, right? And you're actually there and you're
Yeah.
around people, but when you're in your house and you're watching the screen, I'm pretty sure he was like, all right, let me just take a quick nap, but he got caught slipping. So with the nap, if you can include that in the score, what do you give? what you can see in the picture? With I think that I like the coat because of the
A
design.
7.
it's black on black?
boy. Look very suede. Black suede is dope.
Is that black?
See,
The
you see how
second
he
picture
go
looks
lazy?
green.
How you get that man a 7? You can barely see his jacket.
Yeah, right?
No, it's he doesn't. No, he just doesn't look lazy.
What? He was sleeping.
Okay. One day, no. See, give this man some like be lenient on him because this man is like 60 years old. Okay, he has the right to sleep during these 8-hour word shows. Okay, but that, like you were saying, the coat and everything. I just know. To me, it just that brings in more style, like more swag, more like like classy, like Golden Globe. But the other guy I had was just
Because of suede.
Yeah, bro. Suede would do it.
Your suede does go hard.
It does, but it's like basic. Not like the suede, what I'm saying, like the all black look. Like it's like
the way he's doing it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 6. He's giving me like mafia vibes.
Definitely.
If he hadn't have slept, I would have given him 6.
I give him a 4.
I'm gonna give him a 5. He should have had
2.
a cigar in his hand.
I would give him a 6 too, because his suit does look like good and design and everything, but his hair looks like he just
What's wrong with his hair?
Italian.
do you not see he look like it's not even like
He looks like that white
looking
bird
real
from Rio.
it's just
He like
everywhere
he like Rocket.
He got white.
They literally woke this man up for the Golden Globes.
He should have got some gel. Ran through his hair.
Honestly, right? Done
Have
something.
you seen how Al Pacino dresses outside of award shows? Like he dresses like I don't know. I don't want to say like a normal person, but he doesn't. You can tell like that's the last thing that's on his mind when he walks out the door. He doesn't really care about his attire.
like Adam
I should probably
Sandler.
give him more points for this, but the fact that he actually put this on, because I would imagine him
Effort.
wearing something like what I'm wearing.
See, less lazy.
No,
Yeah,
because his
let's
hair
listen.
looks like
But when you're
really
rich, you're not trying to show up.
You just put on the suit and that's it.
This man, baby.
You're probably in his drawers, too.
Get dressed up just to sit on the couch.
That's something he would do.
Heck yeah.
Xavier, you would do that for real?
Yeah.
You probably
I'm on
stayed up
camera.
the whole time.
No, let's say you were like famous, you were doing the Golden Globes. You know you would put on something nice.
I'd put on something nice. Like, pick out the nicest my closet and look good.
You can't return that because everybody's seen you.
Well, keep
The
it.
goal is to return it. If everybody's seen you, you can't return it.
Well, that was it for Golden Globes. Let's go to what we usually grade, and that's basketball attire, on court, off court. And we have the real LaMelo Ball, and Carmelo Anthony. They both went off in their game. Hornets versus Trailblazers.
Disrespect.
Albert, how do you grade the top pair of shoes?
I hate them. I like Melo's. I usually like Melo shoes, but I hate them. I don't like these.
Yeah, I don't know why the Jordans, all of them have that. Like,
Yeah,
it's like
I don't know
Like
what
a-
it is, but they need to get rid of it.
That colorway is bad.
Yeah, I give that a 2.
I like the colors. I like
Yeah.
I don't know, I can't really see good what color it is.
You must be smoking.
Is it red
Burnt
or
orange? Look like a burnt orange color.
like
I
a
think-
I
red?
think it's
Probably
red
wasn't
because of
good,
the jersey.
Yeah.
She's smoking.
Yeah, I like the red and the white, black, and everything.
If it didn't have like
I
the
like the stripes too. I don't know.
They all
Yeah.
know.
I feel like the shoes at the bottom are more basic. Like the color's nice. The color's nice, but they're more basic.
really?
I like that silver part at the bottom.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, something about that makes it stand out.
Just to the bottom?
Silver part.
Yeah, you don't see the silver part. It kind of like it's on the back end of the shoe, and it kind of
On the blue one?
it thins out. It kind of then it wraps around to the back of the shoe.
Mhm. Yeah, I see you. I'm gonna give these a 4.
I'm gonna say LaMelo shoes are better, even though they're low tops and are low
Yeah.
cut, and I don't like low cuts. Like that.
I'll rock those.
I'm gonna say his are better.
I'll give those like an 8.
Yeah, me too. I wouldn't wear the socks with him, but It's not me.
I'll wear it.
Those are my favorite color.
They're a little too dark. The socks.
Yeah, they
Obviously, you can't get the same like color as the shoes, but you know.
Yeah, I guess those are the Hornets team colors too. That's probably why.
Yeah.
And then those shoes are just like Puma shoes.
Pretty nice.
Jeff, which ones you like better?
obviously the bottom ones. They're my favorite color. Those Jordans on the top, they trash.
Yeah, those are. I like the ones that Tatum had on that one time, like
Those
the green and gold ones. Yeah.
Yeah, and they were the same shoes, but the color just made them look better.
Yeah, that's true. Wrong colorway, mess. What the hell?
Mario, you like these shoes?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I do not.
Why not?
Blue's Clues, SpongeBob.
It's too much going on. Yeah, it looks like a cartoon.
It looks like SpongeBob.
Yeah,
What if you
Bikini
know you did that on
Bottom
purpose to distract other players?
Might be onto some.
It does look very artsy craftsy though.
It
Yeah.
does.
As if like you went into class and you're like, all right, we're gonna put this on your shoes. Like what they call that? Like what they call it where you like etch it
And
out
they-
or you like tinsels or
They pay
Pencils?
hundreds of dollars for these
Pencils,
shoes.
yeah.
What'd you say, Xavier?
They pay hundreds of dollars for these shoes.
Nah, they get these free, I'm sure.
They get
Or-
these for
What
we
are
pay
these?
hundreds of dollars for them.
He's like
Oh,
Adidas?
these are Adidas. These are the James Harden's Volume 5s, I believe.
What?
Right?
Yeah. He can keep.
Can I
these.
ask a question?
Uh-huh.
Why'd you ask me personally if I like these shoes?
Oh, just because I didn't hear you on the last
Another
one.
one? Okay.
Why'd you think I asked you? 'Cause you thought you would like them?
Yeah.
Yeah, that too. Oh, no.
Jeff got these arriving in the mail tomorrow.
Yeah, they come with his
I like
LaMelo
I
jersey.
like them. They're fire.
What?
Boy, these ugly.
I like them too. I like
They're
them.
different, man.
You should.
They getting a solid A for me.
All different is not.
I'll give them a solid 7 for distracting the other players.
This isn't something that I would buy, but I think they're dope.
Yeah, because it wouldn't really go with too many outfits, or like you don't really see it. I wouldn't see myself.
For the basketball court.
I wouldn't see myself playing basketball in these. I already can't play, so why am I gonna make my shoes make me look even worse? I give it a 10. I give it a 10 for him.
It's like they have like a rubber, like he slid those on over his shoes. You see the Adidas sign? They're like under the.
Yeah, like water shoes.
Yeah.
Give them like a 5
5.
because like they're unique and everything, but like they did too much.
I can see that. I would kind of want to know the meaning behind them, but I'm pretty sure there's really no meaning.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were like, okay, like just.
It's like art. It's for what you think. What do you see?
Yeah.
Unless
I
they
feel
were,
like a little kid like did those.
unless they were in Colorado, you know.
They almost look like something Kanye would cook up.
Exactly. They look like those new Kanye shoes or slippers.
Yeah. Oh, not the slippers. No.
Slippers are.
I don't like Kanye's style.
And they
Now
can wear the black and white socks with those. Those just nah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about these James Harden shoes that James Harden's actually wearing? I think these are like a new colorway.
Man, he.
Look like cookies and cream.
I like them.
I like cookies
Like
and cream, but I don't like this cookies and cream.
I don't know why.
They look like a galaxy to me. Like that's what
It does, yeah, on the back end for sure. Like it looks like kind of Star Warsy.
They look like those. Like
It probably wouldn't be the shoestrings. Like, why the shoestring color?
They're
Well, they're
cool.
purple.
And why did he tie them like that?
It like his foot can slip out.
I think I like the ones from the first picture, the one behind them, the one with the orange strings. I think I like those.
Oh
better.
yeah, I got
You
you.
like
I think you-
those?
No, wait, where?
I
Y'all,
don't
you
know
like
why.
those,
What's the
Kyron?
other one?
But
Oh,
yeah,
no, never mind.
Those
I
are
thought you-
worse than other ones.
I thought he was talking about on the right side, not the left side.
Oh, the Kobe's.
Yeah.
No. I think I
Keep
like
those.
them. I think I like not necessarily like them. I just think they grab my attention more. These are just look like regular shoes to me. So like, I don't know.
They do not look regular at all.
Yeah, they look ugly.
No.
Not regular.
No, like the Galaxy style ones, the ones that we're looking at. It looks like a regular like basketball player shoes to me. It don't look like like
Just black and white.
like I like the blue ones from the other picture way more. Like they're more like cool.
I guess I'll never know fashion if this is what it is. 'Cause I don't understand this.
I
Because
don't
you
like
know
them either. I don't like them either, bro.
I like
Yeah.
them because it keeps you guessing. Am I looking at a cow? Am I looking at cookies and creams? Am I looking at a galaxy? What is it? We don't know.
Wow. It does have spots.
It
Some spots
does.
are bigger than others.
It's true.
For real.
Albert, come on, man. These shoes they're not bad. They're actually kind of conservative in a way, but you're kind of, you're a little
That's
loose with it.
That's exactly why I don't like those shoes. Because like it's confusing. Like you don't know what they are.
And you see that I just recognized the Adidas sign in the middle. That just it doesn't go with
And
the
it got the spot over the Adidas.
yeah. It just,
It's better than
Yeah.
them KD shoes at one time, with those Texas
Yeah.
Longhorn ones.
Oh, yeah.
So this is Candice Parker. She's a WNBA player, but during the off season, she analyzes games. She's an analyst on TNT, and social media, they praise her for her fashion. So Jeff and everyone else, y'all like the bow tie look with that nice, what is that, like a
That's
what color
velvet.
is it? Is that, yeah, that's nice. And then
Mm-hmm.
that hat on the right side. Y'all rocking with this?
For sure. I like
Rocking
both.
with it.
I'm gonna
Maria,
change
can
my
you
last
see
name to
yourself?
Parker.
Can you see yourself wearing this?
Oh yeah.
Have you ever worn a bow tie before?
No, I have not, but I am not scared to put one on.
That'd be cool. Do it one day on the podcast.
Okay.
I wear bow ties more than regular ties, so I'm all about bow tie look.
Yeah, I like bow ties better.
I don't know. I'm not feeling these outfits. Like maybe because like I wouldn't see myself in them. I don't know.
That's the weird.
I don't really like them.
What is your go-to outfit?
I guess basic. I guess that's why I don't like it.
You think she's doing too much?
Yeah. I think she's doing too much. Like on the second one, like the hat wasn't necessary, or like where the hat, like I feel like, just the shirt and the little necklace would be good. I feel like the hat was unnecessary.
I would agree with you if she was
The-
wearing that
Nail
suit
bag.
and the bow tie and a hat. Then she looks like Cam Newton.
Yeah.
But I think she's keeping it kind of
Baggy.
not too formal on the right one, but the hat kind of just, makes it, just adds another little touch to it.
Yeah.
I guess.
And her nail bag on the picture on the right. I miss her.
Yo.
I've seen worse, better.
Send me
Yeah.
this pic after the pod. I need to investigate.
Look at this guy.
Basically with a bottle of lotion, huh?
Albert, what did it for you? Was it the tie?
Ooh, the bow tie. Ugly. This
Oh,
guy.
Jeff, you want a Golden Globe? Oh,
Hey.
Jeffrey.
nice.
Did
They
you
got
go?
they got tired of all that caviar, huh? They had to come get the burgers.
Oh, he is wearing white shoes. See, I told you he should be wearing a white belt.
Oh, I
I'm
don't like,
wearing bell bottoms.
nope, I don't like those pants. I do not like those pants.
See,
Bro,
no.
bell bottoms makes it even better. I'm giving him a 10. I'm giving him an 11.
Oh.
Bell bottoms?
Oh, wow.
That's confidence.
No.
That's power.
I actually like
confidence. That is confidence. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
rocking that. It looks a lot better with this full body
This is-
photo.
It's
Yeah,
something.
this
It
is
ain't comfort.
70s. This
I like
is,
the pants.
I mean,
like the pants.
Deanna, you like bell bottoms?
I wouldn't wear them.
I don't.
I'm not wearing no damn bell bottoms.
Nope.
It depends on the setting. Like,
Only skinny people could wear bell bottoms.
It depends on the crowd. Like if I'm going to Coachella and it's I'm going to see somebody, I might wear this if it's it's probably hot in Coachella. But yeah, if I'm going to like if I'm going to something like where what he was virtually going to, I would wear something like this.
If I was going
like
Gatsby party,
Since
I never wore bell bottoms before.
Bro,
since
you
I'm
know
like
this.
Mexican, I don't know if you seen like when people do y'all know what bailes are?
Dances.
How do you explain bailes?
Ghetto.
Like gatherings where they dance Mexican music.
Get up.
Yeah, I would say that. And
He said
that's like
ghetto?
just like gatherings, like
like
but
a
like
picnic?
they actually wear the girls actually wear that's like actually pretty like common to wear bell bottoms like with your like like
Boots.
a cute
Oh,
shirt,
yeah.
bell
Yeah,
bottoms
I've seen
and
that.
boots,
If a woman wears bell bottoms, it's cool. But like, I'm not saying if a guy wears it's bad, but it's not fit for my body type.
Bro, if I'm going roller skating, I'm wearing these. If I'm
Oh
going
my.
to if I'm going to a BG's reunion, I'm wearing these. If I'm going to the Arboretum, I'm wearing these. There's appropriate places to wear these
This
pants.
man about to be recast in a roll belt.
Dylan, I cannot see you with some bell bottoms though.
I actually can.
Yeah.
You
I can't.
you want to see me wear bell bottoms?
Yeah.
I will buy
Yes.
some bell bottoms and I'll wear them.
He probably could pull it off.
Yeah, it's like parachute.
You buy the bell bottoms, I'll buy a bow tie.
Okay. And what we're gonna get Jeff to wear? Jeff, we're gonna get you the hat that Candice Parker was wearing, but the male version. Would you rock it?
Yeah, I'll rock it. I'll be in my Neo bag.
You gotta shave your head bald though.
No, sir.
A big ball cap.
All right. Well, that'll do it for episode 50. Thank you to our special guest for coming on. We know that you guys, y'all get together and record a lot earlier than this, so we appreciate you staying up later than you usually would. Yeah, that'll end it.